Hey everyone, here I am. I'm down here at the lake, but it's behind me that way. But look at how nice this is over here. I can show you. Look at that. It's a nice day. I think it's in the 50s. So what is going on? Well, um, this morning my plan was to attend a homegoing service for that person that I know that passed away unexpectedly last Saturday. But this morning when I got up and I was tending to the chickens, I got really dizzy and I had a real bad sinus pressure headache. So I felt like I probably should not go. So I didn't go. But I will be in touch with some people from that family this week. Some of the people from that family I see all the time. Anyway, um, I haven't been dizzy the last few hours, or I wouldn't be in my car because I don't drive when I'm dizzy. And I still have a little bit of sinus, but I have the Flonase that my doctor has had me on. What else? Oh, if you saw my video of that box with the leaves that I had swept up and put out in the chicken yard, and I had picked up some tall grass and put in there. The only one that I saw poking their head in there was the gosling. And the gosling was eating that grass and picking through those leaves. I thought for sure Lady Jane would get in there and sit. You know, that's something that she used to do. Um, Now, the other chickens, they might have gone in it and pecked around and got out, but I only saw the gosling. But I do know that later on when I went out there, the box was, you could tell a chicken had been in it, probably running from a rooster, one of those hens, I don't know, but a bunch of leaves were scattered around it. And so what I did was I'm going to take these off for a minute. I just went out there and I tipped the box over. And then I made sure the box had nothing in it. And then I put Miss Kitty's blanket in the box and put the box over by my stairs. And the chickens had all gone into roost by the time I did that. So they didn't know all those leaves were there. Until this morning, boy, did they have fun scratching around. I wasn't able to get a video of it because, like I said, I was dizzy after I tended to them. So I went in to lay back down. But during the night when I got up a couple of times, especially for Monster to go out for potty, I would flash the flashlight in that box and Miss Kitty was laying there. She loves to lay in boxes. And I don't know what this is. This mark, this mark, this mark, this mark, and this mark. I've had it, I guess, all week. I don't know what it is. It doesn't hurt, but then again, on this side, I don't have no feeling. If you remember, oh, maybe 2 weeks ago or maybe more, I showed you a book of, I forget how many different ripple stitches. And I've been going through that book, and even like the next day after I got that book, I went through it and I found a nice pattern. I want to make something using that pattern because the ripple, this pattern, is wavy. It's not pointy. I was looking for something wavy for something. So I this morning I was looking over that pattern, and then I went through my stash and picked out some colors. So I'm going to be attempting to make a little something. Now later on, I'm going to do another video because I keep mentioning to you that I want to share with you the lesson that I taught in Sunday school 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to do that today from home. I'll do that. Tomorrow is church, and it's not my Sunday to teach. My Sunday will be the following Sunday. But tomorrow, after the morning service, the church is having a big, well, they call it like dinner on the ground. We don't sit on the ground, but it means like dinner at the church. It's going to be a big fall luncheon. And I mentioned the other day there's some kind of bake off or bake kickoff thing. I really didn't understand it when the lady was announcing it. Um, I don't plan to stay for that just because I just feel like after church I need to get home and rest. Um, Loud plane going over. What is that? I don't sleep on anything but a pillow. Um, yesterday was Friday. I emailed my rheumatologist through my health port because I've not heard nothing back from the MRI of my left hand that I had a week ago yesterday. And I wanted to know if she got the results. Usually, with the Baylor system, the patient gets the results first, and it will tell you um, you're seeing this before your doctors had a chance to see it. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's how they do. And so I haven't got nothing. And I emailed her, and she emailed back and let me to know that the facility that she sent me to for this left hand MRI has been running 3 to 4 weeks behind in the imaging results. And so she's waiting just like I'm waiting. I usually have 95% of my MRIs at Baylor, where all my doctors are, which is very convenient because it's in the same building. But as you know, I did go there for the right hand, and they couldn't do the left hand there. So my doctor sent me to this other facility in Garland, and that's where I had it done. So we're waiting, and I'm going to contact my rheumatologist again this week because I have a follow-up appointment sometime this month with her to go over the results of the left hand MRI. And if it's going to take that long, I'd rather not, have an appointment with her until the results are in. So I'm going to check with her about if it's okay with her if I reschedule that appointment. I'm sure it's going to be because it would make no sense. So I have that to do. I have a cardiologist follow up this month, but I think that's the end of the month. The air feels so good. What else? People are down here fishing. This is at the dam where I've taken you before, but the dam is back that way. But the way in, the only way in and way out is that road. Over here, up on that bank, is the railroad tracks. Thank you all for your comments on that blanket yarn hat that I made, that beret. I just had a ball of that blanket yarn. I have other blanket yarn, but I just had a good size ball. Not much, well, enough to make a hat with. And I thought, I'm just going to make a hat. And I sat down and I didn't follow any pattern. I just made it up as I went along. It's just a beret. It's not going to be very warm, but it's soft and squishy. And I'm sure someone that goes to the food pantry will like it. Like I say, I'm not aiming for any certain number of hats to take and donate. I'm just making hats in between in between other things I'm crocheting, in between doctor's appointments, in between the laundromat. Sometimes I work on one at the laundromat. I'm just making them up as I go. And, I think I only have 5, maybe 6. Um, I'll probably wait maybe till I have some more. And then I'll bring them down there. Before I do, even though I'm taking pictures and doing shorts of all the hats as I make them, once I get, plenty enough done to take down there, I'll lay them all out and take a picture of them, because that'll be a nice picture for me to have, and I sure want to share it with you. Yes, I do. There was something else I was going to say. I'm still striving for 2,000 subscribers, and I was just thinking this morning. Now I haven't looked to see how many I have right now. I did look the other day, and I think I needed a little over 800 more. But this morning I thought, wouldn't it be fun to reach 2,000 by the end of the year? I'm just doing it for fun. And hey, it can happen. Why not? I'm looking at a big pile of wood from, I guess, the county when they came down and cleared all that out. And I'm thinking, how nice of them to pile all that up. And I'm sure if someone needed firewood, they could come and take some. So that's pretty nice. I don't remember them doing that before. If I knew how to build, I would build me a little cabin. Well, I would need a truck and someone strong to haul that off. Then I could build a little cabin. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Most important thing is another car update. I haven't gotten a whole lot further with this car, I'll tell you. I figured I'm going to have to do the repairs in baby steps. I have that whole list of 10 things that garage found wrong. So yesterday I wanted to start with a good oil change. And my car is a 2005. I thought it was 2004, but I looked, 2005. Has just over 180,000 miles. So I was talking to a landlord about it, and I think it's okay, we both do, to just get a basic oil change at Walmart for the $24.88 plus tax. So yesterday morning at 9:30 I was there, and the guy came out and told me right away, before he asked, what I was in the garage for oil change, but before he asked, do I want synthetic, do I want the higher price, the lower price, whatever, before he asked anything, he let me know it's going to be a 2-hour wait. Well, I'm sure not going to walk around Walmart for 2 hours, and I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours. So I said, I'll come back, later if I can. If not, it'll have to be one day this week. And so didn't get that done. Then I thought, well, the garage said a bad thermostat, so I'll go to AutoZone. Oh, and bad alternator belt and air condition belt. I'll go to AutoZone. Well, I was able to get the thermostat for only under $17 with a 1-year warranty. They were out of the alternator belt, and then they confused me because I don't know much about cars. Now, the garage told me alternator belt and AC belt. Then the first place I had taken it to when I had to walk home, he told me you need to replace both belts. So both places are talking that there's 2 belts. Well, AutoZone was telling me 1 belt, a serpentine belt. which I know is, like that. And they got me so confused that they didn't have it in anyway, the alternator belt, and I didn't want to buy an air conditioning belt if all I need is one belt, like AutoZone was trying to tell me. So I left there just with the thermostat. Now, this morning I texted my friend, the mobile mechanic, with these major issues I want to fix first. Water pump, oh, that's marker. Water pump, thermostat, and these belts. And I told him I already got the thermostat and how I got confused about the belts. If he could come next week, because he does his mechanic work like on the weekend, and if he could find out the cost of these parts, because he gets them on his business account, and if he could come up with a price of what he'd charge for labor, I'd like to know all that ahead, because I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to come up with the funds. Now, it doesn't make sense to have someone fix the water pump and leave those bad belts, because I found out they have to take the belts off, good or bad, whatever condition your belts are, or my belts are, they have to take those off to get to the water pump. And so it would be like having the water pump fixed, and then whenever I have enough money, come back out and change those belts. It's like double the work. So the only progress I've made is getting a thermostat. It's not in the car yet. I bought it, but I have to wait for someone to put it in. And so my mobile mechanic already has plans to take a couple of days off next week, and he's not sure if it's going to be during the week or the weekend. Sure, he has to figure things out with his wife, but he said he'd let me know. So I got him in my back pocket, and there was 3 other guys. One is not a mechanic, but he owns a garage that has a mechanic, but they never got back to me, the ones in Garland. And then there was another guy that's local that I don't know, but 2 people that I know him, and he's a mechanic for a living at a business that one of my landlord's nephews runs. And my landlord's nephew lets him use the garage there on the weekends so he could do his own mechanic work, like has a side job to help provide for his family. I don't know him, but like I said, 2 people that I know him. But they have talked with him, or they've tried to talk with him, tried to call him, I think, for me, and no reply. So maybe he's busy. Then the other guy, another one that I don't know, but some people that I know this other person, and just happens to live down the road from me. Supposedly comes to you and will do the work, but these people have tried to chase him down and they can't. Some people don't need the work, and some people, let's face it, don't want to do the work. There's another one that I spoke with last night in person, and this person is a backyard mechanic, very good mechanic. Doesn't do it for a living, but can do it. But and has done some work for me on this car, but did a lot of work for me on the other car, and is here in town, lives in town, and would come to me. But this person is not very motivated. This person has said since last week, I'll be by to, double check things and see if I can help and let you know a price and all. It never has. And when I ran into him last evening, I mentioned it again, and he said, well, I'll come by tomorrow, which is today, or maybe Sunday or Monday. So, I'm getting the feeling that he's not going to come around. What can I do? But wait on the Lord. God knows the need. And you know what? There's all these other mechanics that I'm mentioning, but God knows just the one to send me, the one that's going to be honest, the one that's going to be reasonable, dependable. God knows just which one to send. And so all I can do is wait on God. And that's what I'm doing. And in the meantime, praying that the car keeps running because um, there's things I have to do. So I'm just really trusting the Lord. He never lets us down. Never. So I think I'm going to let you go. Again, I forgot to bring water and I can feel like I'm getting ready to lose my voice. But I just wanted to call you up on this beautiful day. And I will be doing a video later sharing with you that Sunday school lesson I taught a couple weeks ago. And I need to figure out why my left side of my face is all marked up. Well, have a great rest of your day. 21 minutes. All right. Talk to you later.